Welcome to the first Freedom Queen Live of 2024. I have so much to share with you. Let me make sure that we're up and running. Um, and tell all the other Freedom Queen Live of 2024. Let me get this live up and posted everywhere. We're having a couple technical difficulties today. Okay, let me make sure that we're ready to go. Get us live on the YouTube channel. If you're live with us, say hello in the comment section below. I want to make sure the Wi-Fi is good. Everything's set up. I'm getting us posting about our live everywhere right now. If you are with me, say hello in the comment section. If you're not with me, say hello in the comment section. Let me make sure. Okay. Hi. Oh my God. This is a decent time for me in Australia. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I love this. Okay. Danny's here with us. If you're with me live now, say hello. 5 people are with us. How is 2024 already treating you? I'm going to send out an email right now um, just to see if everybody's here with our new timing just for today. Okay. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, let me see who's here with us. Zahid is here. Hi from South Africa. Sally's here. Hi, Sally. Lauren is here. Hello. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Lauren just got her ticket for Freedom Queen Live. How many of you purchased your ticket for Freedom Queen Live 2024? Who put it in the chat? How many of you purchased your ticket over the weekend for Freedom Queen Live 2024? Happening in Tampa, Florida in September. How many of you purchased your ticket? I would love to know. Today we're having a kickoff on Freedom Queen Live for our Reels challenge, which I am so freaking excited about. You guys, this training is super, super long and it will be uploaded after this training. Actually, what I had to do is I have to go back in and re-record some of it because some of it got deleted by Loom. I'm not blaming Loom, but it's totally my fault. So now I have to go back and re-record some of it. So you guys are going to see this training. It is epic. It is so, so good. If you want to blow up in 2024 in your Reels content, you're going to love this training. Scarlett's here. Scarlett got her ticket for Freedom Queen Live. Melissa's here. Dawkins. Janae. Hey, Janae. I haven't seen you in a while. Nice to see you. Whoa, the lighting. Whoa, the lighting there. Do you guys like the lighting in this room? Tomorrow, I'm going to be going live from another office inside of our house. You'll have to let me know which is the best. We have a brand new camera here as well. Let me know if you guys like the camera and how the sound is sounding as well. Hopefully, it's sounding really, really good. Okay. I am so excited to be here with you guys. I'm purchasing mine today. Just finished the replay. Yay! Janae, welcome to Freedom Queen Live. I can't wait to see you. 16 of you guys are with us live now. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So I'm so excited. I had a baby. LOL. I'm back. Amazing. Okay. So I'm so excited to be here with you guys today because I know Freedom Queen to me in 2024 is about to go even bigger. Like, put a yes in the chat if you feel something different about your business in 2024. If you're like, I don't know about you, but 2024, it feels really big. And it feels different to me than other years in the past have. Like last year when I flew from Costa Rica to Thailand, Robbie and I kicked off 2023 in Thailand and it was amazing. We had our like 5-story villa with a movie theater and it felt really awesome to be there. But there's something different about 2024. It feels expansive. It feels abundant. It feels like crazy mass miracles are going to happen this year. And I would just love to know if you feel the same way in the chat. And this isn't one of those things where I'm just like, yeah, 2024 is going to be amazing. It's like, no, 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 no. I'm a super intuitive person. I know when things are about to blow up. I know when things feel different. So, Happy New Year, Gemma. Good morning. It's glorious. This looks so bright. Lighting is fire. How do I get on the membership with the Freedom Queen Live? You'll get an email sent out today. Irene's coming to Freedom Queen Live. Scarlett's coming to Freedom Live. Danny, Harriet's coming to Freedom Queen Live. Good morning from Australia. Oh my gosh. I had my OBM client sign up. Hi, Lorna. I'm super on fire. Yeah, it just feels different, right? Like there's something about this year. I'm like, oh, this is going to be a good year. And one of the phrases that I'm using for my own business in 2024 is I'm all in, but in a deeper way. It's not just all in, like I'm all in and I'm going to make multiple millions. It's going to be amazing. It's all in a really deep way and really experiencing the depth of client work, the depth of hosting a conference with hundreds of people. You guys, we already have something like 50 people signed up for Freedom Queen Live, and we did like a pea-sized launch of it. Can you believe that? We did a pea-sized launch of Freedom Queen Live, the conference in 2024 this year in September, and 50 people are already signed up. I'm like, what the heck is going to happen in when I actually start taking this to like next level launching? Like, what the heck is going to happen when we get into that style? So I'm really excited to see. I think we might have to get a bigger venue, because what if there's 1,000? Like, what if we have multiple thousands of people at our very first conference? We're about to blow it out of the water. So I'm just so excited. This year is all in, but all in a deepened way. It's like at a high level, like it's like depth, like really feeling business, feeling content, feeling Freedom Queen Live, being 100% all in there. And that's through the good and the bad, because the reality is like crazy things will happen. Today on January 1st, I don't know about you guys, but in Costa Rica, Robbie and I have ran into a plethora of problems. We had issues with our Wi-Fi, with getting our car. Everything's closed in Costa Rica today. And we're like, we need food in our house. Like, just crazy things were happening. And I was like, you know what? We're going to move Freedom Queen Live to be later on in the day. We'll get the Reels training to you. It got deleted. I'm like, this is the all in a really deep way, because the reality is there's going to be things that happen to you throughout this year, because all of you, if you were on our Freedom Queen party that we did on Friday, you're going to experience challenges. Many of you were on that call, and I'm curious, put it in the chat. What are your goals for the rest of for the not the rest of this year? Where am I? What day is it? January 1st. A lot of you put your goals for 2024. Which goal are you going towards? Are you going towards the 100K award? Are you going towards the 500K award? Are you going towards the $1 million award plus? Which one are you going for? I would love to know, so that at Freedom Queen Live, I can see you and hold you accountable throughout this year and get you guys inside of the portal so you can start working towards those goals together. For those of you that got your tickets to Freedom Queen Live, you will be put into the portal today. If you don't get access to it, please just message me or the team and we'll get you inside. Mo and I are working really hard behind the scenes, making sure that everyone is in it. But I would love to know, what's your goal? 100K, 500K, or $1 million plus, or maybe somewhere in between. Regardless, things are going to happen. And the reason why my phrase of this year is like all in, but in a really deep way, because I want to experience like the depth of it all, the depth of the challenges, the depth of the wins, of the milestones, and the depth of you and me. So I'm very, very, very pumped to just hold you through all of the challenges that are going to come up inside of your business, whether you're going for 100K, 500K, a million and beyond. It's like, let's just experience. I'm getting chills right now. Let's just experience the depth of building. Why am I crying? I don't even know. Crying. Crying. Let's just experience the depth of building a movement. And when you lead with that, when you lead with your heart, what happens is like you just quantum freaking leap, because you're not here to just like, let me make an offer and get a milestone and blah, blah, blah. It's like, how freaking far can I take this? So I'm really excited. Alex is here. Hi, Alex. Shayna just got her ticket for Freedom Queen Live. Alex got her ticket. Scarlett got her ticket. Carolina got her ticket. Miranda's here. So grateful I found you. I'm grateful I found you too, Miranda. Carolina's going for the 100K award. Lauren, 100K at least. Yes, at least 100K for sure. Probably land between 100 and 500. Kara's here. Kara's in our headquarters. 350K. I need it, this Alex says. Zahida says a million. Amazing. And so Freedom Queen for me this year is all in, but really, really in a deep way. I want to experience the valleys with you. I want to experience, why am I getting so emotional right now? I want to experience the times when you and I'm crying, when we're walking up the mountain together and there's floods, or the Wi-Fi is out, or the video gets deleted, or there's a challenge, or someone makes a post about you online, or I also want to be with you when we're hiking up the mountain together inside of Freedom Queen, and we're like, man, this has been hard, or that was a challenge, or whatever it is, but we did it. Like, you did it. And that to me is what has built Freedom Queen. You guys, we just had an extraordinary 2023. We ended 2023. I haven't totaled the numbers, but I know it's over 1.1 million. So 1 million and 100,000, it's almost 200,000. It might be 200,000, but I know it's 1.1 million. And I didn't do that through sitting over here and being like, okay, and then let me punch the numbers and do the thing. Now, I did make sure that the math. So I did tally up, okay, like here I have a scalable product suite and making sure those things. But beyond that, it was really just a journey of let me set the soul on fire. Let me fall in love with Bridget James Lang. Let me fall in love with this work. Let me continue to serve the community and be here for you all. And I promise you, if you go into this year with the feeling of, you know what, I'm going to have fun. I'm going to be unhinged. I'm going to release myself. I'm not going to compare myself to other people. That's a really, really big one. And something that I feel like I conquered in 2023. I stopped comparing myself. So if this year and when this happens, you'll see other people winning. You'll see them hitting milestones. You'll see them doing things. That's amazing. That's awesome. But that doesn't have to be your journey. Doesn't have to be where you go inside of your business. Why am I crying again? Apparently, this is meant to be today. You're meant to go on your own epic adventure and journey. And something that's really, really helped me build Freedom Queen. And if you've been around for a while, something that you've probably noticed about Freedom Queen is we grow like this. We just keep growing. And I really believe and I now know it and have the wisdom. It's because I've never looked at Freedom Queen and gone, well, it has to be like hers, and it has to be like this person, or it has to be like mine, or it has to be like someone else's, but really that it's what we're creating. Like you're here on this planet for a reason. You're here right now watching this YouTube live with me here on Freedom Queen Lives on our Monday weekly show. I get it. You're building a business and you're signing on clients and you're creating all these amazing offers and the product suite and the scalable and the strategy. And it's like all of those things. But the true people that I see that just fly, they fly. They're not worried about what other people are doing. Like the greatest athletes of all time, the Olympians, they're so not worried about what other people do when they get up to the starting of the race. Have you ever read a story? I really love reading stories about athletes. And Robbie and I were reading a couple books right now. If you watched my Instagram story for Christmas, we asked for tons of books. And he's reading the story of Nike, the founder, and he's just so unhinged and so crazy. And when you read about different athletes, they get up to the start of the race and they don't look because there's no one else to look at. There's no one else to compare yourself to. The mission that you're embarking on, the adventure that you're about to go on in 2024 has nothing to do with anyone else. So whenever you find yourself in this feeling of like, well, what is she doing? How is she showing up for a business? What is she selling? I want you to come back to you. How do you want to build? How do you want to feel? What do you want to sell? What type of content do you want to make? The person that is totally on their own adventure and doesn't care what other people are doing becomes magnetic. Because actually, at your soul's level, at your heart's level of what you're building and what you're creating is freedom. I don't care what you're selling. What you're really selling is wake up the world, wake up, find your potential. I don't care what you're selling, business, fertility, mindset, health, relation, like whatever it is that you're selling, you're actually selling wake up. So the biggest thing that you can do to make money this year is wake up. Let me come into the chat here. Alex says, allow myself to have the grounded time of my life. Allow myself to have the grounded time of my life doing. Bring on the tears. I'm so glad I tuned in this. I'm so glad you're here too, Alex. How do you want to feel? That's my word for 2024, unhinged. That's so funny. We have a mastermind client starting the mastermind this week, and her word of the year too is unhinged. I'm like, oh, you're so perfect for a Freedom Queen in our programs because we totally live an unhinged life here. But I was reflecting with Robbie over the last week, and I was saying with him when we were at my parents' house and in their guest room, I was saying to him, like, one of the reasons why I've been so successful in a relatively short amount of time is I can do a couple of things and I want to share them with you. Is it okay if I share these with you today? Just put a yes in the chat if I can share these with you. Put a yes in the chat if I can share a couple of these things that have really landed in the last week. So one of like first and foremost, one of the things that has helped me be really successful and also not okay, yeah, Alex is with us here, and also not get caught up in the comparison or even get caught up like in an industry or the online space or things like that is I really believe that the best is yet to come. I believe that there are amazing, extraordinary things coming your way. I believe in miracles. I believe that the most incredible, like you haven't even touched, you're just scratching the surface of what is possible for you. So I believe like we're always on the edge of greatness. I believe that the most incredible milestones and achievements that you are going to create, you can't even fathom. Like you can't even understand them. When I went into 2023, I had no idea that this year I'd be like in 2023, I guess last year now, I would have bought a house. So one of the first things is like I just believe that extraordinary things are coming my way and the best is yet to come. That we're literally just beginning. We're just getting started. This is just the beginning. We're just scratching the surface. And that's totally like a little bit of the unhingedness of like, but what if amazing things are going to happen? This is how people like Elon is like, I'm going to Mars. What? He just believes it. Robbie and I have been studying Elon recently because Robbie's reading his book. And one of the things that we learned about Elon Musk is he's not like he's smart, but he's not super book smart. He's actually not a really good tester. He didn't get good test scores, didn't get good grades. He has insane belief of what's possible. And that's one of the things that I've had over the last year and how I can relate to Elon is I actually just believe that anything is possible. And I don't get caught up in like the negativity and the meanness and the comparison and the nastiness and all of those things. I'm like, no, at my heart and my soul, I believe that humans are good. I believe that people are good. And I believe that the best is yet to come. And then the second thing, and this is a really, really big one in marketing and also for client success rates and also for your own success rate, is your ability to be able to cast a vision. I talked about this in the challenge, but I want to bring it up again because it relates to everything. You do this in content. You do this when you open up a program. You do this for your clients and you do this for yourself. And the bigger the vision you can cast, the more likely your clients are going to be successful, the more likely you're going to be successful, the more likely people are going to stay. Because if we're not growing, we're dying. Like Tony Robbins talks about that all the time. If we're not growing, we're dying. So where are you taking your audience? Where are you taking yourself in your content? Are you constantly painting the vision for people? That is one of the best marketing strategies. I was laying in bed as I do, and I was reflecting like, why am I so good at selling? Why am I so good at helping clients? Why am I so good at content? Why am I like, what is it? Like I'm always like just reflecting and thinking. And actually, I think that like thinking is one of the greatest skills that you can have inside of your life and business. And I was thinking, why is that? And it's the vision painting. That's what a great leader does is like paint visions for people that they didn't even know were possible for them and then help them go achieve it. Like it's like people don't want to buy from people that are just like, it's going to be fine. And like, it's going to be subpar and average and okay and mediocre. No, people want to be around people that are opening their eyes, AKA waking up the world and going, oh my God, that's what's possible for me. That's sign me up. Take my credit card. I'm there. Do you know we got so many signups for Freedom Queen Live over the weekend? Now we have 50 something people inside of Freedom Queen Live already. And one of the reasons I really believe that happened is because we painted a vision. Freedom Queen Live, we're now doing awards. And the way that I'm seeing people in Freedom Queen show up for the 100K award, the 500K award, $1 million award, and why we've had so many sales. And even to this day, like I literally have DMs right now that I need to go through an answer because people are signing up for Freedom Queen Live. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 people in my DMs right now asking for the link for Freedom Queen Live. Why? Because I painted a vision. And you know what that vision is going to do? Many of you who signed up for Freedom Queen Live, you're going to do that thing that you said you're going to do. Only because, or all because, there's many different things, but all because I painted a vision. And I said, this is what's possible for you. Let's do it. And then created different parameters or different structures so that you can go and do it and get the Freedom Queen Award and hang it up on your wall and do all of those things. Now it's actually going to happen for you. Imagine if I was just like, you're going to come to some boring conference and sit there and watch me talk. Well, maybe some of you would come. But I said, no, like you're going to be able to walk across the stage and do these things and you're going to make $1 million or you're not, but you're going to go for it and you're going to become someone absolutely crazy along the way. And then you're going to fall in love with yourself and make the best clients ever and buy a house and prepare for your family or have a baby or do whatever it is that you're doing. And that's the best thing ever. So when I was reflecting on like, okay, what are these things? It's these two things. One, I really believe that the best is yet to come. I'm always on the edge. I'm like, but then we're going to do this and this is going to happen. It's the creator of the reality. Many of you have seen me talk about this. And if you haven't, I'm like, we're going to do 10 million in a year. I have no idea how we're going to do 10 million. I didn't know how we were going to do 1 million. I didn't know how we were going to do 100K. I was like, we're going to do it. But if you can connect back to that belief, the magic, the unhingedness, the soul of anything is possible, it will happen. And I know people get caught up and I know they're like, yeah, but she's too happy or she's too fun or she's too unhinged. It's like, but that's exactly why. That's exactly why Elon Musk is going to Mars. It's not because he has test scores, because he doesn't have good test scores. It's not because he got good grades, because he doesn't have good grades. He literally believes that it's possible. And then the second thing is the vision. Elon Musk is like, we're going to Mars. That's a huge vision. We're going to put electric cars on the road. That's a huge vision. That's insane. Nobody's saying that. And it's the same thing that I'm doing for you. And what I do for myself, Bridge, we're going to do 10 million. Do I know how? No. But I'm going to put it out there and say it. And then you better believe one day I'm going to be on Freedom Queen Live or wherever talking with you. And I'm going to have done 10 million in a year. And you and I are never going to forget this moment. Just like when I started my business and I went on my Facebook Live and I was like, I'm going to do 100K in a year. Didn't know how to do 100K in a year. Did I do it? Yes. The thing that makes people different, because you and I were not different. The only thing that is different inside is I've turned on the soul. I've turned on the heart. I've turned on the passion. I've turned on the unhingedness, and I really connect to something bigger. I connect to God every day. I'm like, God, let's do this. Let's make this happen. Like, I just believe that there's pure magic here on the planet with us, available for us all of the time. And I'm just going to knock. I'm going to knock, 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 knock on every door. I'm going to execute. I'm going to move and I'm going to create the most epic adventure ever. Let me come back into the chat here. Yes. Hey, Amanda. Sumaya's here. Hey, Sumaya. That makes me feel so excited. Oh my God, mine too. Unhinged, unfiltered. I love when you said this in Freedom Queen Party where there is no vision, the people will perish. Yes, 100%. Okay, this is a great question. Christina says, hey, Christina, how do you paint the vision as a done for you service provider versus a coach? You do it the same way. And I want to be very clear. You can create a movement in any industry. In any industry. I'm actually in a mastermind with people that are doing like 1 million, 10 million, 25 million, 50 million, 100 million. And the people inside of this mastermind, I paid $50,000 to be in it for a year. And the people inside of this mastermind, they are in industries that are done for you agencies. Actually, 95% of them are not coaches. 95% of them are not coaches. They're not mentors. They're done for you agencies, or they're done for you service providers, or they have like an agency, or they're more like they're coaching, they're teaching you, but it's not the type of coaching that you've seen do in more of like the feminine online space. So they do things in the finance industry, in the tax industry, in the investing industry, in the bookkeeping industry. in the website industry. I know one lady inside of the mastermind that does it in the painting industry. Listen to this. She charges $25,000 for a weekend with her to come paint with her in the mountains. So, how do you paint a vision for somebody that's not in whatever industry you're thinking that you need to be in? I want you to imagine the best case scenario. Now, one of the things is like that I talk about in the challenge is you have to become the best case scenario. You have to become the best case scenario because you're the one that's painting the vision. You're embodying the vision. So the way that I would do this, let's say that I was in let's use the bookkeeping industry as an example. Let's say I owned a bookkeeping agency and I helped you with your books. We did your books for you. Like I was a bookkeeper, let's say I was that. I would paint the vision of what it looks like for you to have your books done by me. And I would do a couple different things. Well, first of all, I would know my client at her core. And I would say, if she's a woman and let's say she's making 100K a year and she wants her books done by me, here's what I would say to her. I would say, let me guess, you've tried to do your books on your own. You have no idea what you're doing inside of TurboTax. You avoid checking your tax situation. You expense everything, and you're not really even sure if that's an expense. You want a woman to do your taxes because you get really stressed out and overwhelmed when you get on a call with a tax advisor who's maybe super, super masculine and they use all this financial jargon that you have no idea what they're saying. And you know that you would feel really, really comfortable speaking to a woman and having fun with her, talking about your vision and dreams, but also while she supports you in all your financial planning for the year in your business so you can take it from 100 to a million. And then every single month you get on a call with me and I'm going to go through your books with you. I'm going to go with, are you guys seeing what I'm doing here? I'm not even a bookkeeper. I'm giving this to you. I'm like, I should become a bookkeeper. But see, this is the thing. Like once you know how to paint visions for people, you can sell anything. So I'm going to go through your books with you. And every single month, I'm going to look at like all of your expenses, everything that you could be cutting down on. Because I know some of the things that you're doing inside of your business now, you could probably reduce some of the expenses here. I'm also going to show you all of your net profit, everything that you're profiting every single month. And why is that important? Well, a couple of things that's going to do for you. Number one, inside of your books, it's just going to help you when you actually know how much money you're making. You can start allocating that money towards whatever it is that you have going on in your life. Now, I would know my ideal client. Let's say my ideal client, for this case, she's making 100K a year. She doesn't have kids. She's not married, and she wants to scale to a million. So this is what I would say to her. I would say to her, so we're going to have this net profit. We're going to start reallocating that money back into the business and also be saving some money so that you have money put aside for whatever trips that you want to be doing. Maybe you want to take your mom to Paris, like I just did. Maybe you want to be able to take your family on an all exclusive vacation. Maybe you want to be able to save for your children because you are going to be having children in a couple of years. Maybe you want to be just having extra money so that no matter what's going on in the world and your business, you know that your money's always working for you. That's what I'm going to be doing for you inside my bookkeeping services. How does that sound to you? Maybe you want to be able to reinvest in that money into your business and hire that coach or hire that service provider or get that branding done, or you want to get more photo shoots. I'm going to be able to help you do that. But right now, you're not able to invest in those things because you don't even know where your money's going. So I'm going to help you. How does that sound? So I'm going to pause right there as an example. But do you see how I literally, like, how many of you would be sold? How many of you would be like, I want to sign up to work with her just based on what I said there? How many of you put a yes in the chat if you're like, wow, Ridge, I would buy your bookkeeping services, and I'm not even, I'm not even a bookkeeper. But the reason I'm able to do that is because I've gotten so good at painting visions for people. Harriet says, I had to Google what unhinged meant. I never heard of the term in Australia until I met you, Bridget. Sold. Shayna says, shook. Shayna, I'm so excited because Shayna she signed up for our membership experience. I'm excited to help you with that. Samaya says sold. Harriet says sold. Yes. Sally says. Gemma, yes, says yes. The reason why is not because I'm an expert bookkeeper, because I'm not an expert bookkeeper. I have an amazing bookkeeping team, by the way. If you want a reference, I'll send you guys to them. But I know how to paint a vision. I would hire myself now. So when I was going back to like why I've been successful, it's just because of those two things. I truly believe I have the buck wild, crazy, unhinged belief that anything is possible. And two, I can paint visions like no other. But this is not something that I was born with. This is a skill set that I have refined over and over and over again. And a lot of people kind of, the reason why some of you are kind of stagnant in your income is because you're here. You're playing here in like, well, let me just tweak the sales page copy and the offer suite and the thing and the course and the whatever. But if you started playing here and being an expert vision caster and really started thinking about what do people actually want, what do they want? They want happiness. They want to feel alive. They want freedom. They want to be connected. They want soul. Now, imagine I got on a call with you and I was like, hi, Suzanne. Today, I'm going to talk with you about your books and what I'm going to do inside of your bookkeeping business and in your business is I know that you want to scale your business to 1 million. So I'm going to open up these spreadsheets. And in these spreadsheets, I'm going to type in all of your numbers, all of your expenses every month to let you know about how much money you have left over. How does that sound? That sounds boring. That sounds like great, but what the heck is that going to do for me? Are you guys picking what I'm putting down here? I hope you learned something from this live today. So I want you to, when you're thinking about selling in your business, if you want to become an expert salesperson, an expert at even not even just sales, but client results and retention, and you want to build a movement, what vision are you painting for your clients? And what vision are you painting for yourself? You'll make a lot more money when you stop playing down here and you start playing up here. When you start actually living on your throne and going, wow, I'm going to create this incredible empire for all of you. And you start asking them, like, what do you want? Okay, let me help you do that. You just start leading in that way. How are you guys feeling? I'm coming into the chat. How are you guys feeling? Yes. Hi, Queens. Pearl's here. Pearl got her ticket for Freedom Queen Live. Yay, Pearl. Hi. Harriet Lacey's here. I should be asleep. Harriet Kelly, Harriet Lacey. I got two Harriets, Harriet squared. How are you guys feeling? Put it in the chat. I would love to know. Before we go, I want you to put it in the chat here. What is your intention for 2024? Put your intention. What an incredible day to be together. It's January 1st, 2024. Put it in the chat. What's your intention? My intention in Freedom Queen is to be all in, but in a very deep way, in the detailed way, in the perfect ways. Now, I don't believe things can be perfect, but in 2024, I want everything to be perfect as possible, crisp, clean. Like, that's why we bought a new camera. I'm in leather pants right now. Like, what is this? I'm wearing leather pants. I didn't even have to wear pants because you guys didn't even see you don't even see my bottoms. What I'm saying is I want the level of intentionality, of depth, of detail in terms of all in. I want to experience when you and I are at the valley together and I'm helping you come up the mountain, when you and I are walking up the mountain, when we're at the top of the mountain, everything's amazing, then we're going to another mountain. I want to experience it all. I think a lot about books. And actually, one of the books I just got was the Lord of the Rings series, The Hobbit and all Lord of the Rings. I think a lot about Lord of the Rings in terms of building a business. What an incredible writer, right? Incredible. They use the classic hero's journey storytelling format, just like Harry Potter and Star Wars. They all have the same sort of framework that they use. And I always think a lot about in The Hobbit when Bilbo goes, I'm going on an adventure. Have you ever seen that GIF that I'm talking about? I'm going on an adventure. I think a lot about that inside of my business and what I am creating. And I love the Lord of the Rings because there's so much depth to it. Like you experience the darkest times and the most beautiful times in that book, but you wouldn't have the beautiful times without the dark times. You wouldn't have the glorious ending without Frodo like nearly dying while trying to drop the ring into the lava over the edge. And to me, that's why we're here. I don't actually think those books are fake. I actually believe that like the life that you and I are creating is from a storybook. And the more that you wake up to that, the more magic you'll see in your everyday life. So I want to come into the chat here and see what you're creating. feeling empowered, feeling good. Love this reminder. Gemma, congratulations on getting your award. My intention is to do things I think I can't do. I like that one, Miranda. My intention is experience the most abundant magic. Yes. Feeling alive 365. JM says 500K for the year. Lorna, you've got to get the 500K award at Freedom Queen Live. No more messy action. Oh, I love that, Harriet. No more messiness. It's like refined. It's like chef's kiss. Maria, 100K a year, build a community online. Harriet Kelly says, mine is to go all in for 2023. No hesitation, no doubt. 250K a year, have my soul on fire, be bigger than ever. Lauren says 100K and casting the vision to take my community with me. Lauren, yes. Lauren, that little tweak there will be a huge shift inside of your content. Like imagine what it's like because I know you do relationships, like to be in love, but not just in love with the partner, but like in love with you. What does that look like? What does it feel like? Ditch the self-doubt and fully own my stuff, travel more, live more intentionally, deeply enjoy this journey in my body. Yes, I love what Shayna says. Just enjoy it. Like I'm gonna enjoy the journey, all of it. My intention is to get so good at vision painting, be the vision, and yes, be the storyteller. Oh my gosh, Freedom Queens. I'm so excited for you. I'll eventually be doing some sort of house tour. This is one of the many, we have 3 rooms inside of our house in Costa Rica. And I'll eventually be doing a tour at some point, but I am just so excited. I like how we're glowing right now. Like, what a vibe. We are literally setting the tone for 2024 together. What my promise to you is this year. My promise to you is that in the valleys, I will help you rise. When we're climbing up the mountain, I will help you overcome all of the floods and the times when the trees fall in front of you and there's an avalanche and other people are running past you and you fall down. I will help you continue to go up the mountain and love and shove you. And at the peaks, I will celebrate you at those huge milestones. And I'll also help you cast the vision and go, you just got to this peak. Look how far you came. Like take a minute to look down that mountain and go, wow, look at all the challenges that you've come through. But now we're going to go there. I'm going to help you get to that next one. And then when we decide that we're going to go to the next peak together, all of a sudden, what are we going to do? We're going to find ourselves in another valley and we're going to go, okay, we've gotten to one peak. We're in another valley. Let's look up and be so grateful. Like literally thank God that there's another mountaintop to go to. Freedom Queen, I love you so much. Freedom Queen Live next week. We'll be back at our original time of 11 a.m. Eastern on Mondays. I have to say, though, I kind of enjoyed this time. We're always open to feedback. So if you guys are like, I don't know, I really like this time, the 5 p.m. Eastern on Mondays, maybe we'll change it up in 2024. Can't confirm, but maybe we will do that. I would love to actually know before we go, put it in the chat. I would love to know. Put it in the chat. You guys like this time more than the 11 a.m. Eastern? Congratulations on the house. Lauren is like, yes, give us a tour. Christina, I want to help people build the most incredible communities. Yes. Oh my gosh, that's a total vision, Christina. Literally no one I'd rather have loving and shoving, supporting and celebrating me. Gemma Ann Barnes, I love you so much. Yes, let's go. I love this time. Yes. Yeah. Either Lauren says it's golden hour. I love this time for me. It's not 2 a.m. I like mornings. It's a good way to start the week. I prefer the previous time. Love both. I like golden hour, but let's see 11 a.m. Yeah. It's daytime in Australia. Okay. Next Monday, we're going to do the same time, 11 a.m. Eastern. We're going to go back to our original times, Mondays at 11 a.m. But if we get to Mondays at 11 a.m. and we're like, you know what? Let's switch it up a little bit. I'll let you guys know. But for now, we're going to do next Monday for sure, 11 a.m. Eastern. And I'm just so excited for this week. This Freedom Queen Live, we went a little bit over than we normally do, but wowzers, I'm so excited. I just can't freaking wait. Okay. Freedom Queen, if you're inside of the Reels challenge, you will see that training uploaded shortly. We're having some technical difficulties, but it will be uploaded by end of day today. I'm so excited for the Reels challenge. We're going to be blowing it out of the water with Reels this month and getting you really, really visible on social media. And I will see you 11 a.m. Eastern next Monday. And if you haven't got your ticket for Freedom Queen Live this year in September in Tampa, and you want to walk across that stage and get your first Freedom Queen Award, send me a message on Instagram and I'll get you the link. I love you so much. Go be unhinged. Go take over the world. Go wake up the world. Bye, everyone.